Well, hello, everybody. It is Dennis and Andy, and I know what you're thinking. These guys forgot about the movie review for this morning. It should have been up a few hours ago. We didn't forget. We're just busy fulfilling core draft. Let's dive into this week's movie, The Amateur, starring Rami Malek, formerly known as Freddie Mercury.
Formerly, huh?
Yeah, well, he did play him.
Well, Rami does play Charlie Heller, who's a brilliant but deeply introverted. He's a decoder for the CIA. He works out of the basement office at the headquarters in Langley, but his life gets turned upside down when his wife is killed in a London terrorist attack. When his supervisors refuse to take action, he takes matters into his own hands, embarking on a dangerous trek all across the globe to track down these responsible, his intelligence serving as the ultimate weapon for eluding the pursuers and achieving his revenge.
Revenge. I think Rami Malek is one of the. He's just such a great actor. I can see easily 30, 40 years from now him getting a lifetime achievement or something. He's very versatile and he just dives right into this role. He plays this nerdy computer tech guy really well. Super genius that they establish in the movie. And yeah, his wife gets killed when she's away on this trip in London, and he wants to hunt down the four guys, but not the CIA director herself, but a couple of her subordinates that are right below her are trying to get him off the path. Why would that be? You'll have to watch the movie to find out, because there's no spoilers. Go ahead, Dennis. Give us your take on some of it.
So I would say I agree with the part of Rami. He plays such a great character. He not only a versatile actor. This character, he is not physical at all. He literally gets bested by a girl in it. Lawrence Fishburne plays the guy who's going to train him, and there's some really good scenes in there. And he's like, "You're not a killer." He runs him through tests. He goes, "You can't do this." And he's like, "You won't be able to pull the trigger." They have a great scene where he's got him on the shooting range, and he's like, from the normal range, boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's too far. Okay, everybody stop. Move closer. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay. Literally, he walks right up to the target
He's
and
point
shoots.
blank.
And he goes,
Yeah.
you got a 50-50 chance of hitting somebody
Yeah.
at point blank. Lawrence Fishburne plays the great mentor role that you would expect. I loved him as it in this, but he had a good line in there. My friends call me Hendo. You can call me Colonel Henderson.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, if you've seen the trailer, you see a couple of the ways he takes out a couple of the guys. But what the trailer doesn't show is the beginning when he starts going on this revenge hunt and he makes mistakes. So from the trailer, you're like, oh, he's so smart. Boom, there he is, just taking these guys out. But it's not that way. They do a good job of building up to it. Plus, he has to elude the CIA as well when he's over in France and Spain and the various places. I didn't think it's 2 hours long. It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel slow. It didn't feel fast. It was paced really well. And if you like, it's a spy thriller in a way. If you like that stuff with a twist, because this is not your, like we said, typical James Bond. The guy Rami takes his shirt off in one scene, and you're like, did he disappear? Where'd he go? I mean, the guy's like, it's like, eat something, pal. You're anorexic. Um, and it had its lighter moments, but overall, I enjoyed it. Oh, and the woman that plays his wife, um, Rachel, I think it's Rachel something, um,
Brosnahan.
Brosnahan, who also plays Lois Lane in upcoming Superman. She's only in the movie in the beginning before she gets bumped off for like 10, 15 minutes. And I'm like, no, they've got to do something else because she's of that caliber that they're just not going to have her in and out like that. And they did. They worked her in here and there. It was kind of cool.
But they're like flashback
Yeah.
scenes, or he's imagining her. Julianne Nicholson plays the new CIA director. For those of you that watch Paradise, you would recognize her instantly. I was like, oh, this time she's playing a good guy.
Yes.
At least we think. And Rami winds up blackmailing the CIA because they've been naughty.
So we're going spoilers, aren't we?
Well,
I mean, that's a spoiler.
like they kind of alluded to it.
Not in the trailer. No, they did not.
So yeah, spoilers then. But he winds up blackmailing him in order to be able to get the training. And Julianne comes in and she's kind of the good guy saying, look, we're supposed to be transparent. I'm not going to have this under my watch. So it becomes a whole cat and mouse game where it becomes, I think, a high point and then falls off the rails a bit. He winds up meeting John Bernthal, and he's like one of the greatest field agents. He's so amazing, and he wound up saving Rami, I should say Heller wound up saving his life at some point. You don't know how. And then you're like, oh, this is cool. That means, you're going to have John show up, the bear, at the very end, and he's going to do something maybe to even the odds and help it out, or do something big and incredible. And we see him once more in the movie to basically go through some dialogue that we all know. And I'm like, okay, waiting for the payoff, and it doesn't come. So I think he must have been shooting the Punisher parts for Daredevil next door, and they're like, hey, why don't you come in here? We'll just throw you in as a cameo, because he's completely ineffectual in that, or they edited this and took out all of his scenes, because I don't know why he was in this movie.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those castings where you're like, oh, sweet. And then, like Dennis said, it's just like, what? Did he have wow, was he doing a favor for somebody? I didn't see it as a big distraction myself. Whose turn is it to go first in the old CGC rating? It is my turn. I really liked it because it was a different take. Like it says, it's the amateur. It's not your typical, I can do every type of fighting and gunplay and car chase type. It's more thought-provoking. I'll give it a 7.5. And yeah, if you have time to go check it out, go check it out. You're a big guy.
We're not too far off. I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid. It gave me Slow Horses vibes, so it felt very much like that, a show that I really enjoyed. And Rami, his character was very believable, except for the parts where he's gallivanting across the world, only knows English, because that comes up a couple of times, and yet somehow he navigates through these foreign countries without any problems.
Yeah, Google Translate on your phone, Dennis. It's 2025.
Yeah, but they did show him using it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh, yeah. So just saying little things like that, but he is great. It was very believable. The girl overpowers him. He shows he's not a killer, so his brains really do pop out, and they show him in the MacGyver way of how he's studying things, knows things, builds things out. I enjoyed that. I'm giving it a 7.0. I thought it was a solid. It kind of felt like it was made for streaming and they decided to launch it on there. But either way, it was solid. I'm glad I went.
All right. What did the critics and all those guys say?
IMDb is giving it a rating of the audience is at a 6.7. And Rotten Tomatoes, the critics are at a 63%. And the audience is at an 89%.
Oh, look at that. Above us. And guys, we're the best at this. So 89's nice. Don't go into it thinking it's that. A good 7.0, 7.5, like we said. It's worth seeing. This is a great week. Not much was out. If somebody says go see Snow White, punch them in the face and go see this. It's a much better time well spent. And of course, go sign up for Lilith, Infernal Conflict, the new book in the Cordrath world, coming from Dennis and myself. Sign up page is live. We're still fulfilling Cordrath. There's a homage cover. Here is the main cover featuring the main lady herself fighting this new bad guy. Go check it out. We will catch you guys next Wednesday. We're going to be at HickoryCon this weekend in Hickory, North Carolina. So if you're close by, come see us there.
On Saturday.
That's right. It's a one-day show. And maybe this time we'll actually buy stuff. All right. Catch you later, guys.